and welcome all of you to the Bacteriology. Did you remember break and dance? Well, let's break this. Bacteria plus logos. That is a study of bacteria. Everything related to bacteria. Morphology, pathology, everything. Well, what we should study here is clear. Introduction to bacteria, bacterial classification, morphology of bacteria, nutrition, reproduction, and useful and harmful activities by bacteria. This we have studied in last class. Well, let's start from here. Do you know 5 kingdom classification? Yes. 5 kingdom classification was given by R.S. Whittaker in 1969. And what is the basis of this 5 kingdom classification division? It was divided phylogenetically. Do you know the word phylogenetically? This phylogenetically, the word phylogenetically means, the word phylogenetic actually means based on their evolutionary trend or evolutionary characteristics. Well, and that is first Monera, then Protista, then Plantae, then Fungi, and finally Animalia. And the bacteria which we are studying falls under Monera. We shall study furthermore bacteria. Others are be studied in their respective topic. Well, as introduction to bacteria, Nageli classified it as Sagophyta, and this Sagophyta was later termed as Monera. First it was discovered by Antony von Leeuwenhoek, who is also known as father of microscopy, and he called them animalcules. And he is the author associated with bacteria. This question was asked in Ehrenberg coined the term bacteria, and finally Doherty placed them in Monera and named bacteria was given by Linnaeus. And later, after that, we are studying this bacteria as Monera. Previously, it was kept in class Sagophyta. Well, furthermore, who is known as father of bacteriology? We have studied about Robert Koch, who is also known as father of modern microbiology, is also the father of bacteriology. Why? He first time discovered the TB bacteria, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Louis Pasteur, also known as father of microbiology, get pasteurization and digestion already studied. And we have studied about Koch's postulates, but here is some exceptions. Koch's postulates are applicable to bacteria that can be cultured, but not applicable to cholera and syphilis bacteria. Remember it. Next, let's go through the classification of bacteria. So here the first classification we shall deal with the classification based on shape. That is morphological classification. First of all, here comes in number 1, that is Bacillus. Bacillus is known as rod-shaped bacteria, and this is the most common one. Furthermore, it is again subdivided according to the arrangement of that rod. And if the rod is slightly spherical, it is known as Coccobacillus. If it is purely rod like, it is Bacilli. If two rods are joined like this, head to head, it is known as Diplobacilli. Remember, diplo means two here. What? Diplo means two. And if they are joined randomly, it is known as palisades. What? Palisades. And if more than two bacilli are joined together, interlinked together, head to head or head to tail, like a straight chain, then it is known as Streptobacilli. Well, example, Rhizobium, Salmonella, and Palisade. Let's go through the next one. Number B, that is Coccus. This is the smallest and spherical, and it is unflagellated. Let's go example Sarcina and Trichonema. यो दुईटा example याद गर्दा हुन्छ. Okay, Coccus by the name it means spherical. Mind it, spherical. अहिले एउटा कन्फ्युजन पनि होला. Spherical अनि spiral, त्यो त्यति बेला पनि चर्चा गरौँला. Coccus means spherical. Have you seen cricket ball, tennis ball? Similar to that. It is Coccus. Diplococci, same as Diplobacilli. दुईटा जुटेको. Staphylococci. In Staphylococci, there is bunch, like the cluster, like as grapes. Grapes को cluster जस्तै हुन्छ यसमा. In Staphylococci. And in Streptococci, there is in straight chain. Circular हुन्छ नि, तर straight chain मा. What? Straight chain. How is this Staphylo? This is grapes. Grape. How is this? This is a straight chain. Well, and when this Diplococci, like यहाँ दुईटा थियो हैन, अब यस्तै यहाँ पनि तल पनि भइदियो दुईटा भने, this will be what? This will be tetrad. र अब tetrad को माथि पनि चारवटा भइदियो भने that will be Sarcina. This is just to remember the structure, and hope this picture is self clear to explain everything about that. Well, so up to now we have dealt with Bacillus and Coccus. Next, Vibrio. What is this Vibrio? Vibrio is comma shaped. अब यो पिक्चरमा comma shape देख्न मिल्छ त comma shaped. This is comma shaped. हेर यहाँ छ नि comma shaped. यसैले अपोजिट गर्दै भने comma shaped भइहाल्छ. Body and tail. Similarly, this is body, this is tail. So this is comma shaped. Okay. It shows the darting movement and it is uniflagellate. This tail is flagella, which helps in movement. And its best example is Vibrio chlori. Remember these examples. These examples should be must remembered because these are frequently asked questions. Next, spirillum. What is this spirillum? Spirillum भनेको spirillum भनेको spiral like spiral. Well, once more, rod shaped, spherical, that is focus, comma shaped, that is vibrio, and finally there is spiral, not spherical, mind it, spherical in focus, it is spiral, धागा जस्तो हुन्छ and thus it is spirillum. अनि यसमै एउटा आउँछ जुन एकदमै टाइट हुन्छ, it can't move, I mean it can move but it is tightly and tight, its cell structure is tightly arranged. And another is, well, spirillum is rigid while sporocytes are not rigid. They are comparatively less rigid. Furthermore, spirillum मा बाहिरबाट फ्ल्याजेला हुन्छ भने sporocytes मा internal फ्ल्याजेला हुन्छ. Next, now here comes pleomorphic. What is this pleomorphic? प्लियोमर्फिक भनेको त्यस्तो ब्याक्टेरिया जुन कि त्यस्तो ब्याक्टेरिया जुन कि हर साइजमा कन्स्ट्यान्ट हुँदैन, त्यसको साइज चेन्ज भइरहन्छ, सेप पनि चेन्ज भइरहन्छ अकर्डिङ टु द इन्भाइरोमेन्ट. कहिले बेला यस्तो भइदिन्छ भने कहिले बेला यस्तो भइदिन्छ भने कहिले बेला स्पाइरल भइदिन्छ. इट्स साइज इज नट फिक्स्ड. लाइक सी हियर इन एक्जाम्पल, ब्यासिलस हैज फिक्स्ड सेप, रड सेप, कोकस स्फेरिकल फिक्स्ड, अनि कर्ड द्याट इज स्पाइरिलम यो पनि फिक्स्ड. बट यो कर्डमा एउटा अझ छ भिब्रियो द्याट इज अल्सो फिक्स्ड. But this pleomorphic example, Azotobacter, mind it, remember it, very important. Its size, its shape is not fixed. What? Its shape is not fixed. Well, nice. Next. Well, now furthermore, let's come to the classification of bacteria based on flagellum. Atricus. Atricus having no flagella. Example: Sarcina, Pasteurella, and Lactobacilla. You can read this all. Monotricus means having single flagella. Amphitricus, two flagella, one at each end. We shall study this further. Cephalotricus, जसको टाउकोमा हुने. Then Lophotricus, many flagella at both ends, and Peritricus, flagella all around the body. Example: Salmonella, E. coli, Clostridium, Lophotricus, Azotobacter, Pseudomonas, Cephalotricus, Sporocytes. Well, remember the examples. Very less and very important examples have been given, so don't ignore the examples. Got it? Hop, you got it. Well, Atricus means having no flagella at all. You can see here. Then there is Monotricus. Mono means one, having one flagella. Then there is Amphitricus. Amphi means both side, two. Then there is Peritricus, which means around whole body. It is around whole body. Then there is Lophotricus. Lopho means tuft like, and where at only one end. That is Lophotricus. Then there is Cephalotricus. Cephalo means one head. And trachus means this flagellum. Actually trachea means hair, and since these flagellum are hair like structure, they are known as trachus. ठीक छ. Cephalotricus means दुवैतिर हेडमा भएको bundles of flagellum. Well, mind it, flagella is plural and flagellum is singular. Flagellum singular, that is one flagellum, um, and flagella, flagella plural, plu, plural. Mind it, don't get confused in that. Next, classification based on respiration. Simple: aerobic and anaerobic. In aerobic there is obligate aerobic, and this obligate aerobic means that which must have oxygen for respiration. Example is Azotobacter. This example is frequently asked. And then there comes facultative anaerobic. This is that it can survive in absence of oxygen, but it is aerobic. Okay. So obligate must have oxygen. Facultative can survive in no oxygen. What does this mean? इसको significance क्या होता? यसको सिग्निफिकेन्स यही हो कि अब्लिगेटलाई अक्सिजन चाहियो भने चाहियो, अक्सिजनको अभावमा यो मरिहाल्छ। तर फ्याकल्टेटिभ क्यान सर्भाइभ इभन इफ देयर इज नो अक्सिजन, बट इट प्रिफर्स टु ह्याभ अक्सिजन। व्हाट prefers oxygen? Well, an example must be by heart. Next, anaerobic. Obligate. It is obligate by that name. It is clear that it must live in absence of oxygen. Oxygen आयो भने यो मर्छ. That is Clostridium and Methanogen. And then there is facultative and aerobic. Facultative aerobic. How is this? It prefer to stay in anaerobic condition. Prefer no oxygen. But they can live in aerobic too. Oxygen भए पनि केही समयसम्म बाँच्न सक्ला, तर प्रिफर गर्छ केलाई त नो अक्सिजन। वेल, नेक्स्ट facultative aerobic. Its example is lactobacillus. एउटा example त एटलिस्ट बाई हार्ट हुनु पर्यो। यो क्लोस्ट्रिडियम मेथानोजेन बोथ इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट। एन्ड यहाँ सिडोमोनासको साथसाथ इकोलाई पनि हुन्छ। इकोलाई mind it, this is capital. Okay, next, now classification based on functions, or that is nitrogen fixation. One is nitrificant, which converts ammonia to nitrate, NO2 and NO3 minus. Yeah, students are generally confused well. So what is nitrate and what is nitrite? This NO3 minus is nitrate. What is this? This is nitrate. Let me write here. Nitrate, N-I-T-R-A-T-E, nitrate. While this NO2 is what? Nitrite. What? N-I-T-R-I-T-E, nitrite. Well, nice. NO2 is nitrite, whereas NO3 minus is nitrate. Mind it. Now next, by its nitrogen fixing. Nitrogen fixing मतलब नाइट्रोजन बनाउने। यहाँ नाइट्रिफिकेसनमा के थियो त? कन्भर्ट्स NH3 to N2 and NO3 minus, that is nitrite and nitrate. Well, that is symbiotically with association with plants. Example, rhizobium. Okay, nitrogen fixing means converting nitrogen into usable form. Free nitrogen into usable form. What? Usable form. Mind it. Concept. Usable form. Well, and this is अब symbiotically मा एउटा त राइजोबियम भ्याल्यु जुन लेगुमिनस प्लान्ट्समा प्रेजेन्ट हुन्छ र काम हुने हो एउटा नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिङमा काम त एउटै हुने हो, द्याट इज नाइट्रोजन गेट्स कन्भर्टेड फाइनली इन्टु दिस नाइट्रेट। ओके, र नन लेगुमिनस प्लान्ट्सले पनि यो काम गर्ने गर्छ र त्यसको इक्जाम्पल आउँछ के त एजो राइजोबियम फ्र्याङ्किया। Well, and asymbiotically also some organism performs this, that is free living. Asymbiotic means free living. But this also azotobacter, this is aerobic, and another is Ostridium, that anaerobic. यो नाम देने क्लियर छ, anaerobic. Okay, Ostridium anaerobic. Mind it. Ostridium anaerobic, ammonifying bacteria, that which converts nitrogen to the ammonia. नाइट्रोजन फिक्सिङमा के थियो त? नाइट्रोजनलाई कुनै युजेबल फर्ममा कन्भर्ट गर्ने, अमोनिफाइङमा नाइट्रोजन टु अमोनिया। एक्जाम्पल ब्यासिलस वल्गारिस। सिमिलरली इज डिनाइट्रिफाइङ ब्याक्टेरिया। अब जुन युजेबल फर्म हुन्छ लाइक नाइट्रेट, यसलाई नाइट्रोजनमा कन्भर्ट गर्ने, मात्र नाइट्रेटलाई हैन कि नाइट्राइटलाई पनि नाइट्रोजनमा कन्भर्ट गर्ने। एक्जाम्पल थायोब्यासिलस सिडोमोनास। नेक्स्ट, बेस्ड अन ग्राम स्टेन। वेल, यहाँबाट हल्का जन कन्फ्युजन हुन्छ र इम्पोर्टेन्ट पनि यहाँबाट छ, बाँकी स्लाइड्सहरू त पढेर नै बुझ्न सकिन्छ यहाँहरू। व्हाट इज ग्राम पोजिटिभ? ग्राम नाम गरेको एउटा साइन्टिस्ट थियो, उहाँले एउटा स्टेन बनाउनु भयो, अनि यो स्टेन जुन ब्याक्टेरियाले गेन गर्यो दे वर नोन एज ग्राम पोजिटिभ ब्याक्टेरिया। एन्ड आफ्टर स्टेनिङ जुन ब्याक्टेरियाले यो स्टेन गेन गरेन द्याट वाज नोन एज ग्राम नेगेटिभ ब्याक्टेरिया। ओके, ग्राम पोजिटिभ ब्याक्टेरिया अटेन्स इट्स ओन पर्पल कलर, द्याट इज प्राइमरी स्टेन आफ्टर स्टेनिङ, whereas this gram negative bacteria, this gram positive actually gains the gram stain, and gram negative doesn't gain the gram stain, and thus gram positive gets purple color, whereas gram negative is red color. Well, what is this gram stain? यो क्वेसन अक्सर सोधिरहन्छ। This gram stain is crystal violet plus iodine. Okay, gram positive. Let's see gram positive. In its total cell wall, 80% is peptidoglycan, whereas 20% is lipoprotein. But here in gram negative, 20% is peptidoglycan, and but 80% is lipoprotein. Here there is no polysaccharide and no grammatin. Mind it, no polysaccharide, no grammatin. Here there is polysaccharide and grammatin. Well, gram positive has thicker cell wall, whereas gram negative has thinner cell wall. This gram positive is sensitive to penicillin. अब cell wall thicker पनि भयो, तै पनि sensitive भयो. This is cell wall thinner, but why this is resistant? Because its cell is more complex, and due to its more complexity, the cell wall protects the bacteria from external environment, either that be penicillin or erythromycin or tetracycline. Well, exam मा यस्तो क्वेशन आइदिन सक्छ, which bacteria is more resistant to penicillin? र त्यहाँ केही एक्जाम्पलहरु होला. द सिम्पली यस्तो पनि भन्न सक्छ, ग्राम पोजिटिभ, नम्बर बी ग्राम नेगेटिभ, नम्बर सी केदेला, that depends on the examiner's. Well, mesosome is prominent, mesosome rare or absent. This all shall be studied later on morphology of cell. Fimbriae or pili absent, fimbriae or pili present. Well, teichoic acid is present here. It can be studied. Teichoic acid absent. Study that yourself. It is non-virulent, non-pathogenic. This is virulent and pathogenic. What is virulent and pathogenic? Gram negative. Gram positive is usually यहाँ non-virulent भन्दा पनि usually, mind it, usually it is non-virulent and non-pathogenic. Not in all case. Here periplasmic space or gel is absent. Here periplasmic space or gel lies in between the layers of the cell wall. Well, this produces exotoxin, that is protein released by living and multiplying bacteria. Very few are pathogenic. भनेको थिए usually non-virulent, but it is not that always it is non-virulent. It is not that always it is non-pathogenic. Next, mostly coccus and non-capsulated flagellation is less common, but here it is mostly bacillus. Bacillus is generally what? Gram negative. Bacillus is what? Gram negative, and these coccus are generally what? Gram positive. Okay, यहाँ example दिए छन्. Staphylococcus, then bacillus. Well, next, most of the bacillus are gram negative actually, except what? Except anthracis. What anthracis? Bacillus anthracis. Except bacillus anthracis, most of the bacillus are what? Gram negative. Mind it. यो एक्सेप्सन मा कहिले काहीँ सोध्न सक्छ. anthracis, bacillus anthracis. CIS anthracis. Similarly, all the coccus are gram positive except Neisseria. Nisseria. That's about this gram positive and gram negative. तपाईहरुको लेभलमा यति नै काफी छ. नेक्स्ट, लेट्स सी द सेल स्ट्रक्चर अफ द ब्याक्टेरिया. अब यही चाहिँ यहाँ बच्चाको जुन फिम्ब्राई एप्लाई मेसोजोमहरु थियो, द्याट अल. भिडियो अलिक धेरै नै लामो भयो. We shall study cell structure in next class. Okay. For now.